Okay. Good morning, lovely people. Hey, Rob, where you at? It's exactly 7 o'clock and I'm getting ready to get started. Hold on one second. That's real lemony. Hey, Daryl, good morning, good morning, good morning to my lovely people. Today's topic on Be Inspired. You know I can talk with my hands. I can't help it. Sorry. Today's topic on Be Inspired is about rejection. Yes, I'm not going to give you an issue without giving you a solution. So, being rejected, a lot of people look at being rejected as a negative thing. If there's something that, if there's a job you want, if there's a role that you want, I'm all about the art, so I'm going to say a role and start there. Or even a relationship that you may want, I'm going to keep it together and keep you informed on a relationship tip, okay? Look at things a little different. It's how you look at things. Don't always look at rejection as a negative thing. Look at rejection as a protection. Yes. Look at rejection as a protection, because I'm going to tell you what ultimately ends up happening. Like you might be, let's go with something. Let's go with the relationship. You're in a relationship that you probably shouldn't have been in anyway, and they've been rejecting you. And we have the tendency as females, I'm going to put it out there. Good morning, Elaine. We have the tendency, yes, thank God it is Friday, good morning, Tisha, to think for other people. And I'm saying that the tendency as females. If a guy is not trying to be bothered with you, let it go. Don't push. Don't say, oh, okay, well, he's feeling this way. He's having a bad day. Stop thinking for other people and let whatever it is be. Now, if it's your dreams, you don't want to let that be. Or if it's a role that you're trying to go after, if one door, heard it all the time. I got a bunch of shut doors. I got a bunch of no's before I got a yes. Rejection is protection. Not that you weren't good enough. Don't think that you weren't good enough at all. What it is you weren't what they were looking for. Good morning, Derek. You just were not what they were looking for. Same thing in relationships. You're not what they're looking for. So you'll constantly be making up excuses and pushing and fighting for something that you'll just be pretty much beating a dead horse. And here's the thing. You might be blocking your blessings as well, because you'll be tied up. Hey, Lynette, you'll be tied up in something over here where your blessing is over here. But since you're tied up over here, you miss it. And they're like, oh, okay. Or let's stick to one. Let's go with the relationships. You over here, you thinking this is the person you fighting for a relationship. Oh, this is my ride or die chick. I already told y'all how I feel about the ride or die. I ride with you, but your girl ain't trying to die for you, especially if you ain't trying to die for me, unless we're in some nuptials, okay? So, good morning, Sonia. You have to look at things for what they are, and don't look at everything as being a negative. Be like, oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate you, because you might be in a situation that particular person or that particular job may be blocking your blessing, because you're here and you're committed to a situation or committed to somebody that is not committed to you. So you got to look at things for what it is. And please stop thinking for other people. Okay. Now, the next not the topic, because the topic is rejection. But the next thing I want you to listen. Listen, and I said this before, stop thinking for other people. Hear what they say. Good morning, Juanita. Hear what they say. And you hear that saying that listen to what they don't say. Yes, listen. You can read between the lines. They be like, no, just be direct. We are grown. I don't have time to be reading between the lines. Tomorrow is not promised. Just tell me what's happening. Is that a yes or is that a no? But please, and I'm speaking to my females out there, please stop pushing yourself on something or fighting. You're fighting for something. You're not married. You're fighting for a relationship. You're fighting for someone that is not fighting for you. People are interested in what they're interested in. Derek, I see you. You missed the beginning part where Derek says rejection is sometimes hard to swallow. Yes, but it's all about how you perceive things and your interpretation of things. Flip it. How do I look at this? Like I said before, rejection is protection. Believe it if you will. Some people don't like no. I told y'all no is a complete sentence. Guess what? That person told you no because your blessing is over here. Had that person told you yes, you might have missed your blessing. Okay? So be open. Be prepared. Be ready. Be ready. Sharpen your craft. Whatever it is that you're trying to do. Research. I tell you guys that all the time. Learn it for yourself. Research it for yourself. If it's something that you're interested in, go to the library. I guess you have to order it off the line now. But get that information. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is key. Not just what somebody else is telling you. Just go for it, okay? I do want to say this. I'm glad you did say that, Derek. Some people determine their self-worth based off of how somebody else feel. Or like you said, that's a hard pill to swallow because you were rejected. Don't determine your self-worth off of what they were looking for, because remember, they're looking through their lens. You know your worth. Like, again, I'll say it. It's how you look at things and how you perceive things and your interpretation. Now, if it's a relationship and he ain't trying to be bothered, don't interpret that as, oh, he playing hard to get. He don't want you, sis. He don't want you. Same thing with the men. You know, with the females. If you sitting there and you be like, oh, she playing hard to get. She don't want you. Get out of her inbox. Okay? Like, come on, this is a whole new day and people are directed. Y'all already know this generation is all out there. They for real. And for some unknown reason, they determine dating or being with somebody they associated with sex, and that's not it. Especially when you hit a certain age. That's not it. No, I need to collect the data to see if I want to deal with you for how many more years that I may have. It has nothing to do with sex, okay? Because some of y'all kind of phony. All right. So I'm going to give you some tips on if you were rejected. Derek, I got you covered. Okay. Here's some tips on if you feel rejected and you're not able to look at things in a different way and you're like, okay, I'm hurt, I'm devastated. But again, don't determine your self-worth off of how somebody else feel, because you are not them. We can't think for other people and they're looking through their lens. And not that you're not good enough. It's just not what they are looking for. Okay. But there's somebody out there that will appreciate your qualities. Okay. All right. So you want to take a step back. Take a step back and just regroup and do stuff that relaxes you. I like comedy. I'll watch a comedy show in a heartbeat. I'll put some music on. I told y'all before, but I'm not going to put no sad music on. I'm going to put some hype music on, something to make me feel good. You know what I mean? Process your emotions. You want to process your emotions and understand your emotions. And when you do that, when you process your emotions, you don't internalize the hurt. All right, D? Good morning, Nick. You don't internalize the hurt when you process your emotions and you realize that's a decision that they made for them. That was the best decision for them. So you have to make the best decision for you. And I'm going to tell you over and over, please, please, please sharpen your craft. Sharpen your craft. It might not have been what they were looking for at that time, but then once you sharpen your craft, boom, they be like, oh, they did have it. I didn't give them an opportunity. But like I said, there's somebody down the road. And then who knows, whatever it is, if they didn't give you the opportunity, then they look and they see you, because trust me, people are watching, okay? And they'll be like, oh, that was it. Then you can determine how much you're worth, okay? They might have wanted to pay you this amount, and then they look and they see, oh, okay. Then you can negotiate those, that income. You can negotiate that particular job that you wanted, or that relationship that you wanted, and not even just a romantic relationship, just relationship, how you relate to other people, that friendship, whatever it is. It could be on your terms. The ball is in your court. There's that saying that they always say that I try to steer clear from, and that's their loss, or people will try to comfort you by saying that's their loss. I say, and this is me, I actually say that wasn't my path. And that's how we have to reboot our hard drive and say how, and reboot your hard drive and change your way of thinking, and not that, oh, okay, boom. Because when you say that's their loss, there's some type of resentment there, and you don't want that. You don't want the rejection to turn into resentment. Use the rejection. Rejection is protection. All right. Rejection is protection. Can y'all do that? Positive affirmations. I'll tell you before, be kind. Be kind to yourself. Positive affirmations. Okay. Because before I told you, and I'm going to tell you again, it takes 3 positives to get rid of 1 negative. So if somebody says something to you negative or something happens to you negative, you got to get 3 positives to say that's not true or to believe it. Stop internalizing things. Stop internalizing things. What you need to internalize is the positive. Why do we tend to internalize the negative? The rejection. Oh, what do you mean that they don't like me? Everybody likes me. That's not okay. Rejection is protection. You didn't need to be around that person anyway. Hey, Deron. You didn't need to be around that person anyway. You didn't need to be at that job anyway. Okay. And I'm going to tell you again and again and again, and I have to say this. Sometimes we tend to be more committed to, I'm not telling you go quit your job. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes we're committed to something and so committed, like, okay, well, I don't want to call off because this is my coworker. I have to be at work. I have to do this. But they're not that committed to us. I'm going to share this. I don't know why, but I'm going to share this situation. I'm in my office sitting at my desk. And this was at this other job. I was in management. And this lady, she worked there for 35 years. And across my desk, I guess the daughter called and she said that the mother had passed. It was probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Across my desk came her job posting. That was awful. So I'm looking, I was like, what? 35 years called off twice. This woman is in the hospital and her job is posted the same day before 3 o'clock. Oh, we got to get it out before 3 o'clock. It wasn't even in the paper. You had people at the particular job. You had people there that didn't even notice she had passed. But you are not going to respect her enough to at least give us the weekend, because this was a Friday, to post her job. And I understand it's a business that you have to run, and you guys need to understand that too. That's their dream. It's their business. You are committed to a company, to a business, to money, to somebody trying to make money, okay, off of you. And when you're gone, they just move on. So I walked down to Human Resources and I asked her, I said, can you do me a favor? I said, I didn't know her personally, but I know, how much time she put in the company. She kept getting awards and everything. I said, can you do me a favor? At least wait till Monday. You gonna post this woman's job before 3 o'clock on the same day that she passed? Not even 2 hours. I was like, please. So then I went to her. She was like, well, I don't know. I went to the CEO. I said, don't do her or her daughter or her family like this. I was like, please don't. At least have enough respect that she gave you the time so that you could run the company. Okay. You didn't have to worry about replacing her because she only called off twice in 35 years. 35 years. So we have to put self first. We have to know that we are valuable. If you don't feel good, don't go killing yourself, because I'm telling you what I know. It was right there. Boom. They like, oh, okay, next body, next warm body. Take care of yourself. If you feel as though this video is helpful to somebody, please just share it. I don't know why I went that way. And another thing, I don't know why I'm going this way, but I'm just going to tell you, why is it that we have a hard time complimenting ourselves? Stop. Compliment yourself. Compliment yourself. Accept the compliment. We have a hard time accepting compliments from other people. If somebody says something look like, people are like, oh, okay, I've been had this. That's not what they said. They didn't even ask you how long you had it. Oh, this whole thing. They didn't ask that. They liked it. They liked it. Just accept the compliment. Real simple. Thank you. We have the tendency to not know how, if that's like a proper sentence, to accept a compliment. Accept it. We'll compliment people, but we have a hard time accepting it. Why? If you know you looking good, that's when you'll be like, thank you, after you get dressed. But every day, and this is on positive affirmations, that's why I'm on that part as far as like the compliments, I guess. When you look in the mirror every day and you say you look wonderful, you are smart, you are kind, you can do it, and don't say it's their loss. That wasn't my path. I'm still waiting on my blessing, but I'm still going to push and sharpen my craft as I get there. Okay. I will be prepared. What's that? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Polish, polish, polish. Keep yourself up. Look in the mirror. Don't get complacent with yourself. Don't get complacent with yourself, because once you become complacent with yourself, other people will become complacent with you. And then they'll just look at you as another body, a warm body. We got this person here. Oh, okay. That's all I need, so that I don't have to come in, or I don't have to worry about doing the work. Listen, take time for you. You are great. You are wonderful. You are here. It's a celebration. Okay. Because we're on this side of the dirt. Now, I want to say, I'll tell you how well positive affirmations work. When you get dressed to go somewhere and it's after 5, you put your clothes on, you suited and booted, you be like, oh, I look good. That's how you need to be every day. That's how you need to be every day. And then you'll accept that compliment, because you know you're looking good. Somebody be like, oh, you look good. And then you're okay. That is proof that positive affirmations work. Because when you looked in the mirror, you said this was laid out. Okay, you be like, I'm looking real fly. You bought those clothes. If you don't like the way you look at something, go buy some more. Go buy some more or tweak it. So go old school. Do what you have to do for you. Self-preservation, self-care. Listen, this is during this time, this whole 2020 thing, and I know y'all tired of hearing this 2020, we have to look in the mirror. We have to believe and internalize. Say it. Say it with your words so that you can internalize it. Don't allow somebody else to dictate your future. Don't allow people to dictate your day. That's how minor. How about that? That's how minor it is. Your day, your minute, your moment. Don't allow other people to put their issues on you, because that's what ultimately ends up happening. If you have somebody that is always negative, you're negative Nancy, or they have something to say that is negative and it's not constructive criticism. Hear me well. When I said process your emotions, because you may take it as somebody just being negative instead of constructive criticism. Okay. All right, lovely people, y'all already know that is my time. I thoroughly enjoyed you, as I do each and every single Friday. Accept the compliment. Say thank you. Compliment somebody else. I mean, everyone has something. But remember, self-preservation is it. That's it in a nutshell. And rejection is not always negative. It could be protection. All right. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people, be inspired. 7 a.m. right here. Don't be afraid. Don't feel hurt. It don't have to be a hard pill to swallow. Remember, it's not about their loss. It's about your direction. And that was not the place for you. So here we go. Rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. Don't let it get you all in here. Don't internalize that. Have fun. Happy Friday. Everybody's excited about it. If you're not, you need to be, because again, we are on this side of the dirt. Check out your girl tomorrow. Shop Talk with Mel. Let's shop talk on your favorite podcast. You can check out old shows. I see you, Pivot and Bloom. That's another podcaster out there, Pivot and Bloom. Check that out. Okay. Excellent, excellent podcast. I enjoyed it. And be happy and love on somebody today, okay? Deuces. Again, find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people, be inspired. You are quite welcome. Thank you guys for joining. Bye-bye.